Hey everyone, today we're talking Copilot. We're going to use everyday words to describe the app that we wanted to build for us, and then leveraging the AI interface, we're going to modify the columns and the data in Dataverse. We're also going to take an existing SharePoint list and leveraging Copilot, create a completely responsive app. Superfloof and I will be along for the ride. Make sure you subscribe to get notified of future updates, and let's get started. Here we are on my desktop. I've gone to make.powerapps.com, and because I have early access, I see the Copilot interface at the top of the screen. Following our Copilot theme, let's create an app tracking airplane maintenance. So, because I like to be polite to our potential future overlords, I like to start mine with please. Please create an airplane maintenance tracking app. Now you'll notice that I misspelled airplane. That's okay, I'm gonna hit go. And there we have the app. The AI is smart enough to fix my spelling mistake, so we have airplane maintenance tracking. We have an ID column, an airplane model, which is freeform text. We have maintenance type, which is a choice, maintenance date, maintenance cost, maintenance status, and as I scroll to the right, we have notes and a technician. Well, let's say we look at our maintenance types, and I click on the column. I can view the column. We have inspection, repair, and replacement. Let's say we wanted to add some data. Again, being polite, please add a choice to the maintenance type of waiting on parts. Now again, I've misspelled some things. Let's see if the AI interface is smart enough to know what I'm asking for. It's completed, and if we go to the maintenance type view column, we see that we now have a status of waiting on parts. So let's add some more data. Please add more rows of data. And here we have additional data. Let's create our app. And here we have our created PowerApp. We have a gallery on the left with a form view on the right, and as you notice from the tree view, the entire app is out of the box responsive. Let's play it and see what we can do. From here we can search. Let's look for a A320, and it automatically finds the records for us. We can then look at the item, we can edit, say the maintenance cost is 500, submit our changes. Another nice change that Microsoft has rolled out in recent weeks is the ability to test your mobile responsiveness right in the app. It used to be that you had to go into developer tools. Now we can from here select a tablet view, and as you can tell, it's mobile responsive out of the box. From here we can change our orientation and test different types of devices. Let's look at an iPhone X. Rotate the orientation, and there we have a completely responsive mobile app. But wait, there's more. Let's add some AI to our app itself. From the main screen tree view, let's add a new screen. And because this is a mobile responsive app, let's select header, main section, footer. This gives us the same mobile responsiveness that we have in the other app. We're not going to need our footer, so I'm going to remove that. Probably don't need a header, though if we were to flesh this out, we would want to have it, so I'll leave it there for now. And now let's go to add an input. And if we scroll down, you'll see that we have Copilot Preview. We can click and drag it over to the main section. Where do we want to have it tied to? We want to have it tied to the Dataverse app that we've been working on. And there we have it. Because it's responsive, we want to have it fill the space dynamically. Let's preview it and ask some questions. Here, our end users can ask questions leveraging the AI and get intelligent answers. How many are in a waiting on parts status? I can never spell when people are watching. We have 3 entries. What is the average cost of repairs? And there you have it. As AI continues to grow, the functionality and the ease of use will continue getting better. It's exciting times. Now let's create an app from existing SharePoint list data. From make.powerapps.com, we select Start with Data. Now from here, we can select an Excel file, a blank table, existing table, or connect it to external data. And because SharePoint is external data, we're going to select that one. Now this list will populate with the sites that I've referenced the most, or most recently. So here I'm going to select Maine Coon Tech, obviously, because of the Maine Coon in the room. And then as we scroll down, we're going to select Duplicate Entries and click Create App. And here we have our completed app. You'll notice it has the same look and feel as well as the same functionality. If we expand out, we see all of our containers, and Preview shows us the cross-browser functionality as well. Now we do have one warning, and if we hover over it, that tells us that we have a delegation warning. Now the reason for that is that this list has 945 records. Now if we look at an app that I created from scratch on this same data set, I have functionality in here that bypasses or works around the delegation warnings. I'm preloading a gallery count of 500 and then leveraging drop-downs to take the record set to an even smaller amount that allows us to do searching without a delegation warning. So if I look for records with rows, it shows me what I'm looking for. However, back to the AI created PowerApp, this cross-browser functionality does create all the containers for us and everything we need to make it responsive. So that does save you a lot of